today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got...
Justin Tucker.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
This is Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Ingram. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Kansas City.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up
the numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 5 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 30. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40, 20, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching his... The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open left side is Brown.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Baltimore.
1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So they need to determine if that... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
from the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
Offense. What you talking about, ref?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And some space. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Mahomes' pass complete to Tyreek Hill. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Chiefs 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Well, the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
33-yard line.
The pass there complete to Sutton.
The pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So another 3rd down, 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone. He makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
Chiefs.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30.
They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's at the 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Hughes on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Jennings has it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Being chased out left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Ravens 21, Chiefs 13.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of works?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Mahomes firing complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here's Kelsey. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And on the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he rifles one incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Incomplete.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And edging toward a 300-yard game. That always seems to be the benchmark for every quarterback. Unfortunately, though, the real benchmark's winning and losing. They're losing.
And usually that's a number that tells you that your team's doing well. Because if you get to that spot, your team has played well all the way through. Blocked for him, throwing the ball well. He's been sharp in his reads, been sharp in everything he's doing. Now, how much sharper can he be to try and rally his team to victory?
Apparently, he's at least going to need to be a little bit sharper. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mahomes
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Oh, a free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And 2.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. As close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Fumble on the play.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
2nd and short now following the fumble. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Sammy Watkins. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
3-yard line.